let's stop you from slicing drives over onto the right, onto other fairways, and maybe into the trees. In this video, I'm going to show you how this hold could get you to control the face and the path of the club, to get rid of the slices, to get rid of those horrible out to in shots, and get you hitting more fairways, and in turn, you'll hit it longer because you'll reduce your curvature. So we need to get rid of you coming over the top, as people call it, standing this shaft up, swinging way left with the path, and try and get you the feeling of laying the shaft down, and then be able to throw that club out to the ball where that path of the club is a bit more from your side rather than out away from you and then back towards you, creating those horrible slices. This drill's going to do it for you. You can do it with an iron or a driver. So we're going to do a bit where we swing this way. So my trail hand, so my right hand is on the front of the club. My left hand, my lead hand, is exactly where it normally is. We're also going to do somewhere we put it, so my trail hand behind the club, on the trail side of the club as well. Lead hand just stays in your normal gripping, hopefully good position. And this drill's so simple because what it's going to do, it's going to get you to really start to associate how the grip, and then in turn the club, relates to the grip, swings around your body, meaning when I come over the top, as the golf world wants to call it, so let's say change of direction this way, chucking the club out, whatever we want to call it, generally what people are doing is getting the top end of the grip here to stack on top of the bottom end. So they're actually putting forces through the club this way to try and stack them up, and then as the momentum continues into the downswing, things have got to happen. They're going to obviously carry that on, or they're going to try and pull out, and you get these high handle deliveries. So trying to get control of how the grip swings around your body and how the top end to the bottom end swings around your body is absolutely going to allow you to get the shaft and the club swinging on a better path. So with lead hand in front of the grip to kick us off, what I want you to do is just go top of your backswing like you normally do. Now from here, to start the downswing, I want your trail hand to push the grip down. So as you pull down with your body, start rotating, turning, letting that hand come down, you're going to literally just nudge, push that club back behind you to then put your hand back on and feel it swinging out towards your club or out towards your ball. And as you do this, I want you to just feel that nudge. I want you to feel how that club starts to go this way in your hand, so the grip starts to go that way. How the Golf Pride logo on my grip starts to move back away from the top end of the club, almost like you're just letting it go for a second. And that's often what we need. We need the club to get to the top, just let it drop for a second as you then continue to catch up and catch onto that club to then chuck that energy out to the ball. This will totally change your club path. Now, to get the feel of how this works in contrast to what you're doing, this is where this version of the hold can really help as well, because I want you now to do it wrong. With lots of drills, doing the drill that helps you do it right is great, but you want to feel how that relates to how you do it wrong. And the way you do it wrong is you want to stack. So you're now going to push with trail hand that grip up to start downswing. It's a tiny move. I'm doing bigger moves here as I do it in front of camera to try and show you. But get the feeling of that move and what happens, and then put it back on the lead side, and again, just that little nudge, and feel that club moving out to that ball. The more we can get you feeling how the grip end, how you swing this end around your body will control club path, the more chance we've got of reducing the curvature on that shot, and hopefully, oh, it's definitely longer, just kick left. Get you hitting more fairways. I'll take that one. We can employ the same idea with irons. It's often easier to do with the iron, get the feeling on the range of that little, just that little drop, that little kind of push back with trail hand, whip it back on and hit some. And to be fair, I like people doing this with the iron mainly and then taking it to the driver, because usually they're way more willing to change. And it's the bleeding between the drill this way and then hitting a shot that if you get better at, you're going to get your shape shots, you're going to get it repeating. So simple, works every time, doesn't matter whether you're doing it with the driver or with the iron. But if you've been doing this or you're practicing this at the range with these and on the course, this idea of controlling club path plus having a good system to make sure every shot counts is something I do with all my students. And here's the system I use with my students, from tour pros through to amateurs through to beginners, that helps them not make loose awful shots, no matter how their technique is, by having a real concise idea of what they're trying to achieve. This one's really helping a lot of golfers.